Hello everyone, how are you? It's me Pratima back again with yet another review video. Today I have the Xiaomi 13 Lite with me, which I have been using as my primary phone for about a week. This is the most affordable member of the Xiaomi 13 series, starting at $400 or 55,000 rupees here in Nepal. It might also launch in India very soon for a price of like 32 to 33,000 Indian rupees. And for that price, the Xiaomi 13 Lite for me genuinely does not bring any wow factor to the table. Now, there is some really good stuff about this phone, but there are equally bad choices being made here. Okay, so me being a positive person, let me get started with the good stuff about the Xiaomi 13 Lite. If you remember, Xiaomi's Lite series has always given a little more focus on the design side, and it is definitely evident on this phone too. It comes with a premium glass body and a curved design. But unlike its expensive siblings, the 13 Lite has a lightweight form factor and a uniform weight distribution across its chassis, which makes it plenty comfortable to hold. Not to mention, the Xiaomi 13 Lite is extremely slim and sleek too, so it does not take up a lot of space in your pocket. Plus, the color options are also quite refreshing. I have this cute blue variant, while there is pink and black choices which look equally good too. However, this slim design does come with some disadvantages. Because the phone is really thin, there are two things that the Xiaomi 13 Lite does not do well in. Number one, it has a smaller 4500 mAh battery, which is not very enduring if you are a heavy user. And second, I found the phone to have some heat management issues as well. Let me explain them one by one. Objectively, a 4500 mAh battery is good enough battery capacity for any smartphone. But the problem with this phone is that the battery optimization here is not very strict, hence you're losing a lot of battery on background processes and apps. On top of that, its screen can only switch between 60 and 120Hz refresh rates, so it's not able to conserve a lot of power, because of which I only have been getting around 4.5 to 5 hours of screen on time during heavy usage out of this phone. That converts to less than a whole day of usage, so it's safe to say that the battery backup on the Xiaomi 13 Lite is average. But do keep in mind that I am a heavy user, and if you're someone with a normal usage pattern, you might get a better backup from it. Next, heating. The Xiaomi 13 Lite comes with the Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 chipset, which apart from being an efficient and powerful performer in regular everyday tasks, is also a great mid-range gaming chipset. Keeping that in mind, Xiaomi has provided a custom stainless steel vacuum chamber for improved heat dissipation here. But sadly, in my test, that heating solution did not turn out to be very effective while gaming. Normal everyday usage on this phone is fine, no issues, but while playing some of my favorite games like PUBG Mobile, Genshin Impact and Mega Arena, this phone would heat up to 40 degrees or more just in 15 minutes into the games. Even the Exynos 1380 on the Galaxy A54 was not able to manage its thermals very well in my gaming tests, but on average, the Xiaomi 13 Lite has slightly higher temperatures than the Galaxy A54. Thankfully, the good thing is that it does not throttle the performance. The phone gets hot, yes, but you won't see a dip in the performance levels here. So I was able to get consistent FPS stability and frame rates in all the games that I tested. Genshin Impact ran smoothly in medium settings with stable 30 FPS, while I was able to push up to HDR graphics and ultra frame rates in PUBG Mobile, which gave me a smooth 40 FPS gameplay. This is much better than something like the Galaxy A54, which, as I mentioned in my review, is not optimized for gaming at all. Moving on, the display on the Xiaomi 13 Lite is top-notch. It's a 6.5-inch AMOLED screen with all the perks that a good display should have, like 12-bit colors, 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10+ and Dolby Vision certification, and 1920Hz PWM dimming. I found its display to be even better than the Galaxy A54, especially when playing Dolby Vision content on Netflix and Amazon Prime. Other than that, the display is sufficiently bright too, and I found no issues regarding optimization either, so it's safe to say that Xiaomi has done a good job here. Its in-display fingerprint sensor also works fine, as it's fast and accurate. You might also have noticed the dual camera cutout up top that is kind of really rare these days. I wouldn't say it's extremely obtrusive while watching content, but yeah, it is noticeable nonetheless. But that wasn't as big of an issue for me. The bigger issue was that this phone only comes with a single speaker setup. I mean, a premium phone in 2023 lacking stereo speakers is such a letdown. As a result, the overall audio quality here is just average. Anyway, talking about the cameras, at the back you get a 50 megapixel shooter, an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and a 2 megapixel macro sensor. I have clicked a lot of photos with the Xiaomi 13 Lite, and if I had to rate its overall camera capabilities, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. You see, it has a good primary camera. The detail levels it is able to maintain is good. The color reproduction is also pleasing most of the time. In fact, it is able to produce accurate colors of flowers and foliage in comparison to the Galaxy A54, which generally tends to overdo the colors. The Xiaomi 13 Lite boosts the whites and brightens the pictures, which seem quite appealing to the eyes. It does a great job during nighttime too. The pictures from it are sharp and have less noise than Samsung, both in normal and night mode. But as expected, its 8 megapixel ultra wide angle images are just okay with narrower field of view and subpar details. Portraits, on the other hand, are extremely beautified. Here's a picture shot on the Xiaomi 13 Lite and then another picture shot on the Galaxy A54. The smoothening level on the 13 Lite is just... Okay, up front, Xiaomi has gone with an unusual camera setup with a 32 megapixel ultra wide angle camera that also doubles as a wide camera by cropping in, and then there is an 8 megapixel depth sensor. Plus, you get dual flashes here for enhanced selfies and selfie videos. I guess the idea behind this is to appeal to TikTok and Instagram content creators. And with it, selfies are not bad actually. They are beautified like the portraits, but the result is decent, I would say. And you can change the field of view without hampering the quality, which is pretty neat. But I think it would have been much better for the content creators if Xiaomi had included a higher res video shooting ability, as the selfie camera on the Xiaomi 13 Lite can only shoot up to 1080p 60 fps. From the back camera, you can shoot up to 4K 30 fps. The quality and stabilization are fine thanks to EIS and a bit of cropping magic. The ultra wide angle video, however, is just limited to 1080p, unlike Samsung, which gives 4K options in the ultra wide angle camera too. So, as I said earlier, if I had to rate the 13 Lite's cameras, I would give it 7.5 versus 8.5 on the Galaxy A54 because the Galaxy A54 has a bit more versatile camera prowess. Alright, before moving to the conclusion, there are two more things that I need to cover: software and a few extras. Software-wise, when it comes to the overall experience, MIUI is not one of my favorites. And this year, Xiaomi has been like very bad with shipping Android versions out of the box, as even the newer launches come with Android 12 and not the latest Android 13. Plus, how many years of software updates the Xiaomi 13 Lite will receive is still unclear. And since the 13 Lite is on Android 12 and the max Xiaomi offers is 3 years of OS updates, so we're looking at a max of Android 15 here, whereas you are guaranteed to receive updates up to Android 17 on Samsung and OnePlus phones. Talking about extras, you get a good vibration motor on this phone, and more importantly, I cannot stress enough on how useful the IR blaster has been to me. And I think I missed talking about it earlier, but the phone comes with a 67-watt charger inside the box that takes the phone from 0 to 100% in about 15 minutes. Okay, to conclude, my experience with the Xiaomi 13 Lite has been kind of a mixed bag. It definitely has some good stuff up its sleeves, but some of the choices Xiaomi has made here are very strange. For example, the choice of chipset is great here, but its cooling system is not as effective. It has a great display, but the speaker is just average. It has a slim design, but the battery life is pretty average. But more importantly, Xiaomi's software commitment is a big question mark. So honestly, all of these things are holding me back from recommending this phone to you guys. I think there just are better options out there right now, and with the likes of the OnePlus Nord 3, the Google Pixel 7a, and the Realme GT Neo 5 SE launching soon, it's going to be even more difficult. So there you have it, guys. This was my super honest review of the Xiaomi 13 Lite. I think Xiaomi has got to do better when it comes to premium mid-range phones. In India, they have gone from number 1 to number 3 position, and the biggest reason is their software commitment is just bad. So what do you guys think are the reasons behind Xiaomi's struggle right now? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in my next video.